Okay, so we are welcoming Nneka right now in Rockadel Festival, and we are on Sunday. So my first question for Radio REC is, because your music is very conscious and very political in all the different albums you make, and it's important for you to gather people around ideas. But is it more important for you to gather people around ideas or around rhythm?
Around
Rhythm.
I didn't hear the first word you said. Around
Around ideas?
ideas?
Yeah.
What's that?
I mean, when you are writing about political ideas.
Ideas.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm
Maybe
sorry.
it's my accent.
It's okay. And the question?
And the question is, what is the main ideas for you when you are writing? The goal, I guess, is to gather people, but you also gather people because of the rhythm of the music. Everybody wants to dance with you.
I don't think much about what I'm doing when I'm doing it. I feel my music. I think the most important thing is that I feel what I'm doing in the first place before I give it out to anybody. And then anything that comes afterwards. If people connect to the message, if people connect to the idea of the message, in the end, it always kind of complements. The one complements the other. The music complements the message, and the message works with the type of music that I do or the type of people that I work with to make that music become what it is. So I hardly sit down before or while writing and I think of what people want or what people need. No. When I'm doing my music in the first place, it's more for myself in the first place, and then eventually it transcends and I take it to the next level to, I generalize it or give it out to the world. But in the first place, I always test it on myself.
Okay.
In order not to give the world poison, something that will poison their minds, Yeah.
And for example, when a new song is coming in your mind, what is the first thing you want to do? You want to write some lyrics first or play music first?
It differs. Sometimes it's the music in my mind. Sometimes it's just the melody without the words. Sometimes the words come after, sometimes the melody comes after the words. Sometimes I just write. I don't know what I'm going to do with those lyrics, but I just write. And at times I pick up the guitar and I have an arrangement in my mind, and then I build the skeleton of the song. Sometimes I go into the studio and I have Farhad already working on a beat, or some other producer doing beats or instrumentals, and I'm inspired by what they have done, and then I think, okay, those lyrics that I've written down fit. So it's always different. I don't really have a specific process or procedure of producing my music. It's very open, and nothing is forced. Nothing is. There's no. Yeah, I'm not obligated or obliged to.
Okay.
I try not to oblige myself. Yeah.
And you used to say that music is a therapy for you.
In a way, yeah.
Maybe it's a strange question, but therapy to be cured of what?
I mean, in this, obviously, like I said earlier on, I in the first place, I do it for myself. There are many things that you need to, or you're only able to address certain issues when you are part and parcel of those things that you are talking about. So for me to be able to talk about corruption, or to talk about hypocrisy, or to talk about false prophecy, I am part of that, issue. Whether I have been a victim or somebody who is even creating the problem. So that is it already. That's more like, yeah, it's more like, you know, mentioning the problem, which is realizing, okay, this is the illness of our society and I'm part of the society. And for you to be able to, after you have recognized your sickness or your illness, you know automatically what the healing is to your illness. So I count myself in as part of the system. I'm not judging anybody here because I'm corrupt. I'm corrupt too. For me to know what corruption is, I am corrupt, you know. So it's more like therapy, public therapy.
Yeah.
You know, in the sense of trying to find a place where you're able to live and understand this is my dark side, this is the other side of me, and I'm searching for a healthy equilibrium between those extremes, or dark, but as in between those two sides, you know. And I think every human being can identify with that because we're all the same, as in a sense, to a certain degree. Yeah.
So maybe you find one day yourself able to play music because you understood your dark side.
I wouldn't say I've understood myself completely. If not, I think I would not be here now. But it's part and parcel of the journey, you know. If it's all about searching for yourself, searching for where we're coming from, what we're here to do, searching for the connection to other beings, you know, and understanding what our existence is all about, what we need to contribute to life. I believe, you know, maybe I'm taking the human beings too serious. Maybe we're just a bunch of parasites perambulating the surface of the earth. Could be. But I still think we're important though.
Yeah. Okay.
In a way, you know.
And do you have some tricks to put all those energy in your song? Because I mean, when sometimes a song is coming in your head, as you said, sometimes you write first, sometimes you play music first, but when everything is complete as a puzzle, you have to go to record. And how you can find the same energy you felt the first time when it's time to record? I
don't record like that.
Okay.
Like, I don't do and then go into the studio and say, oh, I'm recording now. No. I record on the road. Like I did a song yesterday on the road. I have my system.
Okay.
On the road with me. I have my microphone. I have my Cubase or my Logic or whatever it is I do. If I like the lyrics the way, or if I like the way the vocals sound with my, they say, cheap microphone, I like it like that. That's how it's going to be put on the record.
Okay.
And if I feel like doing some extravagant, high-end production thing which costs more money, which I think is sometimes not necessary, but anyway, you know, sometimes record companies want the plush and the, you know, I don't know, they need to work with big names or big studios and feel like, okay, this artist has collaborated with this producer or this studio, and they think that could contribute to making the album sound bigger or more epic. Maybe they might be right to a certain degree, but I believe more in the emotions and the, you know, the feeling that is given regardless of what I'm scared of big studios. Like I don't feel comfortable in big studios. I don't feel comfortable in a music box where I'm separated from the person I'm working with. It's very difficult. My first and my second album were recorded in a small room, and it was Farhad and myself right next to each other, nothing in between us. and I think I liked it that way. The last record was more like, okay, that's your place and this is my place, and I think that affected me some way, somehow. I don't know. But yeah, if anybody has some money to contribute, like, I don't mind.
But this is very interesting.
It's Nigerian mentality now. I don't mind. Bring the money and pay for my big production. I don't mind.
And I like to ask something sometime to artists I interview, because you're on tour, and I don't know how long you will stay in France. But do you have something you bring with you, like one favorite book or one movie you would like to see you never see?
Like something that I take along every time?
No, something you have this time or you used to have also, why not? But something with you on tour to sometime think about something else.
Basically something I always take along with me.
Yeah?
Wherever I go.
Yeah, why not? This is also
I always have my Bible with me.
Okay.
My Bible is always with me. And my earplugs.
Okay.
So if I'm touring on a bus, if I'm on a flight or wherever, I can always put my pink. They're pink. Because I always lose them. These are pink, specially made earplugs for sleeping and for blocking people's, as in, noise. So yeah, I have to take that with me. And my Bible. Those are the most important things, I think, for now.
Okay. And okay, one more. What is the last album you listened to and you would advise to us? The last artist you discover?
Last artist.
Something brand new and make you feel great. Or not new, actually. Something
I hardly listen to anybody, to be honest with you, because music nowadays doesn't touch me.
Okay.
As in the music done nowadays, even my music sometimes doesn't touch me.
But maybe you have an example with a...
Something is wrong. No,
maybe you have an example with a very old album you like and you just discover...
Let me think for a second. I know I don't have much time. Are we live? We're live. Uh-oh.
No, you have time. We can cut it.
Okay. Let's say Sonny Okosun.
Okay.
I'm not sure you know him.
No.
Sonny Okosun is a Nigerian artist. He's Yoruba.
Okay.
And yeah, more like high life, mix of high life and Afrobeat. For those who don't know him, but Sonny Okosun. Well, he's late now.
Okay.
But he's a great inspiration to the music of Fela and many other Nigerians. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
And do you want to ask something? Dans le micro?
En français, hein, pour moi.
Ok.
Traduit.
Ok.
L'expérience des premiers concerts avec Patrice qui a joué cet été ici. Je voulais savoir comment vous vous étiez connus, influence Patrice, Fela, voilà, je voulais...
How does it start for you with Patrice when you play concert with him? And how do you felt those first experiences?
That was when Patrice and I were still on the same record company. Your Mama Records. So basically it was my first tour, and management as well as Your Mama Records at that time were of the opinion that it would be a good idea to go on tour with Patrice. So we asked Patrice if we could go on tour with him. Yeah, and it was possible. So it was more like, it was not very, I was glad about the opportunity, and I'm very, because I could connect definitely to what Patrice represents, and even now, as in now, I can connect even more. At that time, it was a bit, you do your thing, I do my thing.
Yeah.
But then eventually, with time, I began to understand what this whole musical business is all about, and I could understand, his energy completely. So I'm definitely grateful for having, him having given me that platform to express myself. And to get to know his musicians, to get to know his family, and how he's been holding on. So it's definitely been an inspiration. Yeah. As for Fela is obviously a legend. Fela way before many others, way before many of us who do Afrobeat nowadays. Fela Nicolakbo Kuti is a legend of Afrobeat. The one who has spoken the minds and the hearts of the common man in Nigeria, and people who have been through a lot of plight, a lot of calamity, a lot of oppression, suppression, people who do not have the courage to speak out their minds. Fela was able to, hit the nail on the head and without fear speak out to those in power. And that has also kind of given me, ever since I began to understand Fela's energy, also the courage to be more outspoken when it comes to my country and the problems that we face, and not just the problems alone, also the positive aspects of our being as Nigerians.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just, est-ce qu'on pourrait avoir un petit liner?
Station ID.
Yes, tu sais,
Ouais.
Nneka sur Radio ROC, tu peux lui demander?
Ouais. If you would like to take something for us, like for the radio station,
Yeah.
this is the,
Okay. That's it.
and this is REC.
Should I say REC or REC? REC, yeah?
Yes. Yeah, as
Okay.
you want actually, but
Okay.
you can say it's Nneka and.
Okay. Hello everybody, this is Nneka and you are on Radio REC 103.7. Be inspired. C'est bon? Merci.
Merci.